Are you okay? Have the Ultron bots taken you yet?
I am fine. Are you okay?
Yes, I am okay. If you heard that massive thing of death, that was Ethan, who
Okay.
might most likely be joining us today. At last. So yet the title and the thumbnail of the live stream does not lie. We are doing Sonic Forces with mods. Just not many mods. I tried getting a buttload of mods, but that made, not the game, my computer freeze.
That's not hard to do.
No, it is not. Actually, yeah, it is. 'Cause blue screening it? Nah, it's not that hard. But like actually just making it freeze, but everything's still functional. Like I can still do stuff, it's just the footage that's frozen. That's pretty hard to do.
I managed to catch a little bit of time.
Oh, nice. Alright, the only mods we're going to use on this is Better Physics mod, because the physics suck.
The worst game mod.
Yeah. Oh boy. We have a actually good version of the low-end mod. Tested it on my own time. We actually had stable frame rate. Shame one of the
Forget the
level
frame rate.
mods didn't give a damn. And in terms of level mods, we have, I believe, Lost Valley Overclocked, which surprisingly did not murder my computer.
Actually, that reminds me, I once played with the low-end mod, and my frame rate didn't increase at all.
Oh, we also have Green Hill replaced by Marble Zone. All it is a palette swap.
Well, that would be something new.
Yeah, all it is a palette swap, but at least the blocky level design fits.
Using any remixes for it?
Marble Zone! More like
I
Marble Zone again!
I don't think it came with a sound file, because modding audio in Sonic Forces is actually very freaking hard.
Really?
Yeah, it is surprisingly difficult.
Surprisingly hard.
I gave up when I started trying.
Damn.
Alright, now even though the game wants us to do this halfway through, we're doing Episode Shadow now.
I think the only way you can add music is to create a stage from scratch.
Yeah, and that's what one of the mods I was going to do did, the Grand Metropolis mod.
Shadow, we've got a report
But
from the
I
intelligence
didn't
division.
use that because that's the mod that caused my entire computer to freeze.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Eh, no
like,
problem, just walk it off.
like, everything, like, I could still hear the game, I could still move in the game, I could still pause in the game, I could still pause my YouTube video, but nothing was moving.
Ain't that the worst?
Yeah, I was
So-
like, oh no, I broke it, did it.
So are we doing a story, or like the main game and then episode Shadow?
We're doing canon story.
Okay.
Just getting episode Shadow out of the way now. As for the game plan today, so
Okay, I actually
far,
have one.
I actually do have one for time. We will either play the game for 2 hours, which is the regular Stream Summer rule, or we will play up to Sunset Heights. If we finish Sunset Heights before the 2-hour mark, we're calling the stream there. Because if we don't, like, if we get to Sunset Heights and continue on and we haven't reached the 2-hour mark, session 2 might be 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, finally, Sonic Forces with stable frame rate, with OBS up! It's a miracle.
Don't think yourself.
4-bit.
Now, the low-end mod I have up, this isn't the actual low-end mod, this is the low-end effects mod. all it really does is make the little visual effects bad. So, like, you may see a stream of fire come down from the sky, but it'll look like a sparkler being sent down from the heavens.
I can only imagine. Like,
Okay, that was weird. Missed the trail
Going
of
by-
buzz bombers. Speak, Ethan. No, the Ultron bots took him. It was only a matter of time before someone
Okay.
was taken. Now then, Ethan, say what you were gonna say before you get cut out.
I didn't
again.
realize. I didn't realize until just now, but in my Discord, like, direct messaging, there's a group called Meme Graveyard where the picture is just like a drawing of a regular sponge.
What?
Frick.
Like your average kitchen sponge, just...
That's not SpongeBob, that's his long-lost cousin, Sponge Jeff.
Sponge Jeff. That's
Yeah,
what happens
Sponge
whenever his brother gets messed up. Yeah.
No, it's the final costume from the movie game.
Yeah.
Oh. That's like the best costume in the game, right there. Oh, man.
I still have not finished that
There's
game.
an entire line of sponge than painfully average name.
Yeah. Okay, I thought I heard someone knocking at the door. I think that's just someone in the bathroom next to my room.
All I hear is birds, and I don't know where they're coming from. We don't have birds here.
It's the Ultron birds coming for you.
Yeah, I really wish we had more characters to
Oh,
play.
not
I
again.
mean, Shadow is a step in the right direction, but
Yeah, like, if that's one thing I can give Sonic Forces credit, is it did, in concept, try to please everyone.
the
Please
biggest
the-
thing is it's impossible. You have
Exactly.
to who you want the most.
Yeah, like, it tried to please the modern fans by doing Boost. It tried to please classic fans by doing Classic. It pleased the DeviantArt fans via the OC character. And it pleased Adventure fans, kind of, by putting in
Kinda.
Shadow. Shame the execution is, well, except for the OC, horrible.
You see, this is the Sonic team screaming out saying they don't want to do a Sonic game right now.
Yeah. It's like, Nintendo, they did Mario Maker. Sega, they did Sonic Forces. Only difference is one of them's good. And getting a sequel.
It's just average as heck.
You see, the real twist here is now we're getting Sonic Forces 2.
Oh no!
Well, if it's better than the last one, then
I was about to say, hey, yeah, if it's actually good.
So did we not like Sonic Mania 2?
Mania 2 better happen. That's all I gotta say. That better happen before Forces 2.
yeah, if we get a Forces 2, can we
I
have
hope you
more
never
playable
see a Sonic
characters?
Forces
And
2.
find
Yeah. He's like, you want more
Like-
playable characters in Forces 2? Alright, boom, Sonic. That's not what we meant.
Now they gotta add Buffles.
Yeah, I actually want to play as someone not Sonic. I mean, still have Sonic,
Buffles.
but give us the old Genesis crew. You know, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and maybe Eggman can be playable too, depending on who the bad guy is.
I was about to say Infinite, but that would actually mean Sega listens to the fans.
Yeah,
Bring Mephiles back.
Infinite because he just
Yeah, it wasn't even the
We'll get to
internet
that
that
later.
stopped me from doing the damn live stream this time.
I'm just gonna say right now, I hate this level.
I know how you feel. It's such a pain.
Like, the
Especially
level's
when
not
you
actually
get
bad.
right.
Like, I like the Avatar version of it. But the episode Shadow version, I don't know why, I just struggle really hard on those slides. But then again, in the Avatar levels, that might be because I use only the Burst Wisp. Which is basically break the game in half the weapon.
God's weapon.
Yeah, the weapon of Jeebus. Also, for this live stream, for all 2 of you who remember, a certain Cluster Chuck will be returning in this game
Cluster Chuck.
series. Although he's been lowered from his mayor position.
It's just Cluster Chuck now.
Yeah, it's just Cluster Chuck.
I did have an
Yeah,
idea
that's fair. We can't have mayors that have affairs.
for Forces 2 if they probably bring that back.
Alright, what's the
You
idea?
can actually take the mechanic and the werehog and put the knuckles.
Yeah, the Werehog stagers,
I
but
think the
it's
entire
not
reason people hated Sonic
Oh,
Adventure
okay.
through Sonic Unleashed was the fact that an entire half of the game was at least not Sonic.
Yeah, now it's the best game ever. I'm like, why? Unleashed is not a masterpiece.
No, it is not.
It was a step in the right direction.
Yeah,
like-
after that, yeah, pretty much EXO is somewhat the same way, except his favorite stages were the Werehog stages. He thought the day stages were a little difficult.
Well, I'll
Okay.
agree with that. The daytime stages in Unleashed on the HD version are a bit punishing after Windmill Isle. Maybe after Savannah Citadel.
I remember that.
Also, probably what I would do if I made Sonic Unleashed. Well, first of all, like instead of the Werehog, it's Knuckles, and I would just rename the game to Sonic and Knuckles 2. Why not?
Oh, YouTube's buffering. YouTube's buffering on my end. YouTube, don't do this
Alright.
to me. Don't do this to
So
me
like
to
they
you.
had Unleashed,
Okay.
Colors, and Generations, and they were in like so close to the perfect 3D Sonic game, right up there. And then they're like, why don't we just put out a spin-off this year?
Yeah. Also, all the dialogue, I'm just gonna skip through them. I've listened to all the dialogue like 20 times. I'm good.
Oh yeah. Over the years, I've kind of become a lore enthusiast. I'm not a lore master. I'm not that good. I'm a
I was
lore
about to
enthusiast.
say, if we're giving credit to one of our old ex-members, Robert was a pretty good lore master. Outside of Sonic, but everything else, he was a pretty good lore master.
He definitely didn't know when to shut up about it.
Exactly! I've been checking on his Twitter, though. Outside of the Sora and Smash thing, he is like, whew, after that one dude put him in his place, he's been quiet. About stupid shit.
Like, I'm trying to think here because, like, it's difficult for me because I know he probably has tons of mental disorders, but damn, it's all annoying.
Ooh, a red ring! That I'm going out of my way to get, even though I've ignored almost every single one.
So it's difficult to make fun of him, you know, like, when knowing all that, but it's also way too easy.
It ain't difficult for me. I'm an
I was
asshole.
about to say. I was about to say.
Yeah, with lore masters and lore enthusiasts, everyone knows that Green Hill is on South Island and not the mainland.
Yeah, even that bugged me, and I'm the guy that doesn't give a shit about the story in a Sonic game. That bugged the hell out of me.
That's assuming if, like, any of those are even canon anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, my guess is everything's not canon anymore.
Like, nothing,
My
like, nothing.
theory is, I've always had the assumption that there's more than one Green Hill. Because we're being fair here, Emerald Hill, which is on West Side Island, that's literally just Green Hill.
Or forgetting Sonic 2 Game Gear's Green Hills?
Actually, that's on South Island.
Shush, it's probably, like, to the left or something.
Yeah, it's Southwest Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one of the problems is, in Forces, they consider this
The Green Hill.
And it's not.
You know, missed opportunity here. If they wanted to do more with the null space gimmick, why wasn't this level a null space theme?
But I mean, like, the thing is here is that people are so anal about Sonic lore, yet here we are, where SpongeBob's house having a garage or not doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
like-
only in one phase for like what, 20 seconds, and that's it. What a waste.
He's like, what's that? We're only in a stage for 20 seconds in Sonic Forces. First time?
If I'm being honest, if Sega never attempted to inject any type of lore, people wouldn't care.
Exactly. But then, you know, Sonic CD happened.
But then they released the Adventure, Shadow, and Heroes games, and
Oh,
attempted
no.
to make them have an overarching story. So now everybody thinks every Sonic game has to have an overarching story.
In my opinion, I think each Sonic game has their own story. Like, there's not just one.
No
story
shit.
about-
What's the point of lying?
You know what I mean.
I mean,
Yeah, I know what you mean, Will, but that is kind of a no shit comment.
Yeah, but like just because of these Adventure and the Shadow game, like people are thinking just because this happened in the last game, it has to happen, it has to do with something in the future game.
No.
Like that should only apply if there is a number in the name.
Yep.
Or if it is a sequel to another game.
Yep.
Not Sonic Cinematic Universe.
Like I can't even name the last time Shadow's entire clone situation was mentioned in the Sonic game, yet people still feel like injecting that somewhere into the modern games.
So actually, there is an answer on what Shadow is, and it is an official answer. But it's in Shadow the Hedgehog in the final boss. The only
Yeah.
way of finding it is stupid. To find out whether or not Shadow is an android or the real Shadow, you gotta be in the final boss for 9 minutes.
Oh boy.
God, that's crazy.
And the thing is, the final boss, it's basically Metal Overlord from Sonic Heroes, meaning your super and your time is draining drastically.
Yeah. The only way you could survive that long is if you cheat your ring count.
Yep.
I can only
Did someone
assume
say
a person who's
action
really good at
replay?
collecting rings, but
Look, guys,
Can't.
we did it. We did it, guys. We destroyed Green Hill Zone.
Or if you want to be a rebel, be more like Finny and use a real-time corruptor.
Oh god, the low-end mod's not helping with this stage mod. My frame rate just shat the bed.
Haven't been that much best crash yet.
Oh yeah, so for the level mod I got for Lost Valley, it's a doozy, I'll say that. It's part of Sonic Forces Overclocked, and surprisingly, when I first did this, my computer didn't shit the bed. But guarantee you now it's because OBS is up.
Overclock Sonic Forces, and you still have Sonic Forces.
Yeah. It's like, better yet, let's just take Sonic Forces, put it into Sonic Generations. There you go.
And move it somewhere else.
Why don't we take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else?
Have the Werehog turn him into Knuckles.
Oh.
Play the character. I don't know.
Hope you guys like what I turned Green Hill into.
Is that
I
a
can't
giant
even see
Metropolis?
No,
Or
that
an
is,
infinite thing?
yeah, that's from the capital city level. So like someone's been theorizing that they did intend to have Chaos be a boss fight, because if you look
Ooh,
at the
that's
big
brand new.
infinites, they're basically infinite Chaos hybrids. And also, yeah, Sonic has the Infinity Gauntlet. What of it?
Well, I saw that one a long time ago. You're the one that showed me.
You should have aimed for the head.
You should have went for the head.
You know, real talk, I don't know if anyone's seen the movie yet. That caught me off guard so bad in Endgame.
What?
You know what I'm talking about, Will. Like, not even, 10 minutes in? And Thor actually goes for
yeah.
the head?
Oh yeah. What'd you do?
I went for the head. Oh god, Thanos is coming to get me through Ethan's microphone. I'm sorry, Thanos. I'm sorry.
Are we still on that? We still doing that?
What, Thanos? No, Thanos
Yeah.
is dead. We don't gotta worry about Thanos anymore. Big Max Ethan in the live stream chat with the Infinity Gauntlet in the hands of Sonic. Half of all chili dogs will be his.
The
Now
Chaos
I can
Gauntlet.
only think of it's like. Now I can only think it's like, sorry, Tails, I gotta achieve balance.
Yeah.
I know what it's called, the Sonic Universe. The Chaos Gauntlet.
It's like second rate, man. I'm clearly better than him. Me, Shaggy.
Alright, it's
Holy
time. Let's make a good old cluster chuck.
Can't wait for Cluster Chuck.
I don't remember what he looks like for the record, so just going off memory here.
I don't think I've seen you play this game since sophomore year.
Well, I know you saw me do it junior year because I was showing you Overclocked Lost Valley.
No, I may actually play it.
Oh, actually, yeah, I haven't actually played this since sophomore year.
Oh yeah. Here's where the script gets really messy. In the English version, they say Sonic died.
Speaking of the script, have you heard Infinite? Like, have you
Oh,
read
God.
Infinite's lines in the Japanese version?
Dark.
Yeah, they make him, like, full-on psycho. Like, it's actually kind of interesting. They make him downright terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, I bet if you asked Sega Fan, he'd probably send you some of them.
Yeah. Japanese version of Infinite's probably a reincarnation of Stan.
So, as for the cutscenes, it's gonna be very obvious when they switch to in-game cutscenes. I said in-game, not end-game, Will.
I don't know.
Sorry, still not used to saying that. Whatever it is has got them running in fear.
So, little interesting thing for Team Sonic Racing. Some of the actors, not all of them, but some of them, have been replaced.
What's that all about?
I'm assuming they couldn't get their... I'm assuming they just couldn't arrive due to other projects, like, because I know Travis Willingham, he's probably doing the Square Enix Avengers game, because he plays Thor and a lot of the Marvel stuff, actually.
Oh, he's playing Thor.
Yeah, he's been playing Thor since, I think since the Disney XD shows started.
How much does he sound like Chris Hemsworth by comparison?
I'd say he's not bad.
Ah, nice.
I mean, he's not, he's not exact, but he does a decent job. Like, it sounds like he is doing Chris Hemsworth, but at the same time, you can still tell it's Travis Willingham. And, in the LEGO games, which, you know, they pump those out like nothing else, he plays Superman.
Yeah.
In Batman or Justice League?
Just all the LEGO games.
Oh.
The ones where they have him talk. If they're doing that Spider-Man PS4 sequel, which I think got announced a while ago, he plays Kingpin in that. So if they're working on that, then yeah, Travis Willingham's got a lot on his belt.
Yeah.
But at least they got a good guy to do Zavik. The guy that plays Scorpion for Mortal Kombat.
Which Scorpion?
Scorpion. I don't know which Scorpion. I just know it's a Scorpion.
I know Scorpion had a lot of many different voice actors that just use auto-tune.
Whatever's the one that sounded the most badass to people, I'm assuming. Shame his performance as Zavik is not badass. But then again, I don't think you can make Zavik badass at all.
No.
Yeah, you just can't. Trying to remember who else they did. I know they did not get John St. John back as Big the Cat, because he just doesn't want to play Big the Cat. Hasn't wanted to since, actually, the first time he played him.
And this
Oh,
is the
that
same
reminds me, I
guy
still haven't played all the
right?
way through Sonic Forces, probably because I don't own it.
This is the same guy who was Duke Nukem, correct?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a shame, because I was thinking, like, if Big the Cat ever got a super form, he should sound just like Duke Nukem.
That'd be the most hilarious and dumbest thing ever. I remember...
Cool, though.
I think I remember something Ethan linked one time. It was like, a Big the Cat Duke Nukem fan art.
No, who can forget Big Dukem?
Oh yeah, that was it. Big Dukem.
I think it would be kind of cool, though. I mean, yeah, it would be silly, but also kind of
I'm gonna get that damn frog!
I'm trying to remember who else they didn't get back for Team Sonic. Apparently, Omo Chow's actress is different. I couldn't tell. Because I turned Omo Chow off.
Let's say, who honestly cares about Omo Chow?
Well, I mean, you know, Omo Chow in LEGO Dimensions is actually pretty funny. They all abuse him.
What
Yeah.
is it? The other dimensions.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, the entire purpose of the LEGO games was to be comedy.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of a... Well, I mean, when it's one of the adaptation games, no, you don't need the comedy. But at the same time, it's LEGO, so you kind of need it at the same time.
We don't.
I mean, you
It's
gotta
com-
think, like, when making a video game adaptation of something LEGO, the issue is that if you're just adapting it, then you're just playing like a game adaptation of the film, except with less polygons.
We don't need to call Superman.
Yeah, it's like... Oh, man. So, yeah, probably my favorite out of the adaptations, though, is Star Wars Complete Saga, which I'm so happy is getting a remake. Like, this is just the year of remakes.
Yeah.
The only time I've really ever played LEGO games a whole lot was on the DS, and that was mostly just Star Wars The Complete Saga.
Like Indiana Jones for me.
I hate
So
all of
in the
them on
end-
DS.
If I'm being honest, they're not, like, the DS ones, it's like, I have no issue with them, they're pretty accurate.
Oh yeah, they do a fine job, and heck, there's actually more content in Lego Batman 1 for the DS.
Ah, okay.
Like, I do
I mean-
think they do a fine enough job. It's just I like the console versions a lot more.
That makes sense.
I mean, it's right up there with Pac-Man World 3 on the DS.
Maybe the power that Eggman is using is somehow affecting other
I've only played 2 Lego games on the DS. That's Indiana Jones and Bonko.
I mean, everything happens for a
Ah,
I
Bionicle
only-
Heroes for the DS. That one is just plain bad. Then again, every version of Bionicle Heroes is just plain bad in their own way.
good to see
The fact that they
Does
went
have
through
a good
trouble.
title, though.
When I was looking
The fact that-
around, I found a whole bunch of Lego Fallout stuff, and, well, it's kind of cool, really.
Oh yeah, I love the fan Lego concepts. Like, I remember a long time ago, I saw a concept for Lego The Last of Us.
Yeah.
But I think that was more of a joke concept, because it was literally just The Last of Us. With Legos.
You know, with Lego Fallout, even though it's just all plastic, somebody made their own blood.
So, I went on Amazon the other day because I was looking for things to add to my decorations in my room. And since we're on the topic of Legos, I found a Lego Yellow Submarine. Like the Beatles' Yellow Submarine.
Yeah.
It's very accurate. The problem, it's like $200.
Yeah, they want you to spend an arm and a leg for this stuff.
Mario Fan 04 in the chat. Hey Koopa, was the stream originally going to begin at 1:45 a.m.? That was an accident on my part. The stream was never gonna be that early. That was me being a stupid.
You're barely awake at 1:45 a.m.
Yeah, that's when I'm getting ready to collapse.
And still speaking about Lego games, since I've only really ever played the DS ones, came as a surprise to me how accurate the DS ones are to the console version at times. And one time I even went back and played a Game Boy Advance version. It's just like, holy crap, it's that area. It's like I don't understand why they went through so much effort to just like downgrade it yet still keep it as much the same as possible.
You know, there's one thing that I was shocked by, and this does just prove how powerful the hardware was on the PlayStation Portable. Starting at LEGO Star Wars 2 up until, I think, LEGO Indiana Jones 2, the PSP ports of the LEGO games were literally just the console game.
What?
For a certain...
Alright.
Yeah, for a certain period of time, God dang. God dang!
Storm coming! No, wait.
Hit the deck! The Nader's on its way!
Never forget that day, bitch.
Oh, yeah, never forget Doomsday.
The neighbor's
No, not that
coming.
one.
Oh no. Joel, Vinny, run for your life! They're after you! They want to destroy your stream!
No!
That means not Doomsday. The black
Well, now, we'll
circle.
say...
Yeah.
We'll give everyone a reminder on what Doomsday was in a second, but if Ethan can still hear me... the PSP versions of LEGO games, like when they first started porting them to the PSP. Oh, I gotta repeat this again when Ethan comes on, so I'll just shut my mouth for now.
No, I wasn't talking about Doomsday. I was talking about the black circle of
Yeah,
death
I know.
during Tornado Alley.
I know, that's why I said let's wait and remind everyone about Doomsday, but since Ethan can't hear about what the PSP LEGO games were, go ahead and tell TJ our Doomsday experience.
Okay, so one day I was at Mitch's for the... when was it? Last summer, I think? I don't remember when it was.
It was sophomore summer, yeah.
It was sophomore year. But we just got back from Walmart. We were about to watch Deadpool 2. Well, we started watching it. And then the fan just sat, and the wind starts picking up, and he has this fan in his window. The fan sounds like a freaking helicopter. And then Mitch goes out, opens the door, and he's like, "Hey, Will, it's raining." Like, really? It's like, yeah, like, I go outside. Like, no, it's not. And we come back in. And then we go outside again, and hear Scott. Actually, hold on. We actually go outside, and then we look in the sky. It's just green, purple, and everything. And Scott's just like, "Get the dogs inside!"
Yeah, that was... it was something, alright.
Yeah.
Like, we thought the freaking house was gonna get torn down, because we thought a tornado was on its way.
And then, our last month of school, we were in fourth hour. It was a black day. We
Oh
were in
yeah,
English.
this one was pretty recent.
Yeah, it was a black day. We were in English, and we were about to get out of school. The bell was about to ring. Well, at first, for the last 10 minutes, it wasn't raining. We look over, it's not raining. We go back talking. We look over. Not even 5 minutes later, we look over. It's just pouring.
It's getting windy as hell, and at
it's foggy.
at 3:10, which is when the final bell rings, I get a warning on my phone saying tornado warning in Anderson, Missouri, which is where my high school is.
Yeah, and then they tell us to go to our storm shelter, which is outside, not even connected to the building. Like just stupid. And we were literally there for 2 minutes. It was a 2-minute walk. We were soaked.
Oh yeah, we weren't even outside for like a full minute, and
No,
everything on us was soaked.
we couldn't even see 5 foot. Okay, normally you can see the baseball field from the PAC. No.
And the thing is, the tornado didn't hit the school. In fact, it didn't even form in Anderson. It did form in the town Rocky Comfort, which is an hour away, so they had to stay at the school.
Yeah.
But, we did notice that it was still very bad in Anderson. Then we found out why we had to go to the shelter. That bastard was forming on the school.
Yeah.
Not close to the school. No, literally on the school.
Yeah.
That's why we had to go to the shelter.
And a couple days later, another one was starting to form.
Oh my, yeah, that's when we just found out this is gonna be a bad, it was 1 week after this happened, Tornado Alley woke up, which, that just means we're getting storms until summer starts.
Yep.
Which is not much longer at this time. Not even a full week after, we get another one forming. It just barely started forming after we left the school, and it actually never managed to hit ground.
Nope.
It dissipated way too fast.
Yep. But that day that we went to the PAC, I think 25 and 9 hours.
Yeah, that was Doomsday Mark II.
Yeah. That wasn't Doomsday, that was Death Day.
Yeah, that was death. No, that's holy hell, what the hell happened day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's, without a doubt, probably this year's tornado season, without a doubt, has probably been the most mentally straining on me personally. Because normally, storms and tornadoes, tornadoes specifically, normally they form in the day. This year they started forming at night.
Yeah, didn't we have one that started at
late.
9?
Yeah, it was started at 9, and what was scary was they were forming, hitting the ground at late night. We're talking, should be asleep late night.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully a tornado can actually never hit Knoll, or my area, because I'm living on a very small hill, so we don't have enough ground for a tornado.
I live on a tall hill, so most people get
Knoll is surrounded by water, so the tornado wouldn't have much time to form there either.
The most I get is wind. The most you get would be rain.
Yeah, we just need to unite our properties so we get equal of all two properties. Oh my god. Alright, behold, the most unique boss in this whole game.
Oh, and yeah, they say Sonic was tortured. Does he look tortured?
No, he does not.
Tortured? No.
There is a mod actually you can get. It's a skin for Sonic called Battle Damaged Sonic. Sonic's, I think his spines are soaked in blood. It's like the definition of edge. But if you ever wanted to on the PC version, you could equip that after you beat Lost Valley. Then yeah, you'd have your tortured Sonic.
He doesn't sound tortured, though.
No, he does not, but that's just Roger Craig Smith being Roger Craig Smith. So, thing with the bosses in Sonic Forces, and I actually do wish most games would do this. The bosses in Sonic Forces are basically tutorials for the final boss. Like Zavix is sort of a tutorial for Phase 2 of the final fight. Egg Dragoon Mark II is a tutorial for the first phase of the final fight. And Metal Sonic and Infinite Final Bout is the tutorial for the final phase of the boss fight. Thing is, this tutorial does a bad job because Phase 2 in the final fight is for the Avatar. Not modern Sonic. Of course, it's not a bad thing. The Avatar, in terms of mechanics, is very similar to modern Sonic. But it's like, no, it's wrong. Now, I have not been paying attention, but I don't think I've been getting oh, never mind. I was about to say, I don't think I've been getting stuff for Cluster Chuck, and right when I say that, I start getting stuff for Cluster Chuck. Also, don't mind Sonic. The Infinity Gauntlet's just clipping through his body.
I already know your thoughts about this, but I want to hear details. So, Sonic Unleashed, do you think the best part of it would be the beginning cutscene?
One of the best parts, yeah. Freaking Pixar quality animation. He's like, remember when they said that studio was working on the Sonic movie?
Yeah.
Whoa, it's not time for thinking.
Clearly that's not the case. No joke though, if we had an entire movie, Sonic or not, like could be some other video game property, with that animation studio, I think I would marry the owner of the company. And if it's a dude, just move in with him. Roommates.
Roommate.
I'll pay all the bills. Alright, now we're moving on to not Starlight Carnival. Or as most people call it, Egggate. Now, why is my frame rate not crapping itself here, but it did in overclocked Lost Valley? Outside of Metropolis and Eggman Empire Fortress, this is pretty taxing on the computer. It's like, what is this bullshit? Also, I'd like to point out we've been on the stream for 5 hours and we're just now on level 6. It seems my game plan will have to change. Also, I ran out of boost in Sonic Forces! What heresy is this? It's like, you're not supposed to run out of boost in Sonic Forces. It's like dying in World 1-1. You just don't do it. Oh, I got one freaking fraction of my boost back. Oh boy. So this section right here in Egggate, I can't not think of the Death Star attack from Star Wars Episode 4. Because it's 5 shuttles, or X-Wings, raiding the Death Egg, or the Death Star.
They knew what they were doing.
And all of them get destroyed. Except one. There's a lot of Star Wars references in this.
They knew what they were doing.
And 90% of them are entirely unintentional. Like, I remember watching the Find the Computer Room playthrough of this game. They said that the comparisons of this game in Star Wars Episode 8 are like 1-to-1. Like Star Wars Episode 8. 80% of the Resistance freaking dies because of a poor leader. Sonic Forces. 80% of the entire Resistance
Here to rescue me?
dies because of poor leadership.
How much I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've seen a friendly face.
Oh, internet's crap in the bed. No, internet, no.
I am.
Don't be a bad internet, be good. Be good, internet. No,
Exit around here?
no. Internet, no.
Your concern is touching.
Internet, stop it. No, yeah, it's because I'm using Chrome.
My internet, this hotel internet sucks.
I need to pull up a different browser. I was gonna use Mozilla Firefox, but I didn't want to. In fact, for a few seconds I was lagging on OBS. I was like, oh god. Oh god, no! The internet in general's crapping out. This is not a good time for this to happen. No, my Ethernet cord's too far away, too. No! Don't do this to me. I've been good.
This is why I wish fiber optic was mainstream in America.
Yeah, without a doubt, I am setting up Mozilla Firefox after this live stream. Because, like, it's not taxing on the computer at all. And, like, I get people all the time saying to me, is like, you know, if your browser's using a lot of RAM, that's a good thing. I'm like, yeah, not when you're live streaming.
No.
Yeah, because if you start running low, then your computer starts getting bogged down because it has to shuffle everything about.
Yeah. I mean, like, Microsoft Edge, which is what I'm using now, oh, it's still bad at it, but it's, like, not nearly as bad as it is on freaking Google Chrome. Like, Christ almighty, on Google Chrome, everything shits the bed. Okay, I think we're good. We just need Ethan back in the call. And one thing I'm surprised that Harmony's not in this.
Sonic, finding you alive is
In fact, she's been completely quiet all day.
And here's the bad news. Our intel indicates Eggman's got a weapons
What's
factory
going
in
on
America,
there?
pumping out munitions. It will.
I got 6.
Alright, let's add some crap to Cluster Chuck. Alright, I literally remember nothing about Cluster Chuck, so he's probably going to get a brand new look.
Well, I know he's green, he wears glasses.
Okay, let's see here. I think I'm getting close.
See if I can pull a picture again.
You're gonna have to look up Big Max's, and even then, that's not accurate.
It'll be close.
I don't remember what gloves he wore.
Hang on.
Well, you're gonna be looking for a while. Oh no, now the shoes. Oh wait, no, I remember for the shoes. I just gave him the monkey ball feet. Speaking of feet, so in the next Mario and Sonic Olympic Games, I think everybody knows at this point Eggman's going to be in the swimming game without a shirt. But the official render we have of him, he has his shirt on, but he doesn't have shoes on.
We probably changed it.
And the
because
feet... Oh no, they're not changing that. That's just the render on the box art that they're using. But the render they have of him, he doesn't have the shoes on, and my god, the feet look weird.
Yeah, that does not look right. It doesn't match.
Like, he has 3 toes. At least they could have put 5 on there, or just have it be like Sonic X for the feet or blobs.
It's Frieza.
Oh no. The truth's been revealed. Eggman's been Freezer all along.
Yeah, apparently Sonic X, it's all just one big toe.
Which looks right, but it's very unnerving. Whoa, what happened there?
I wish there was more customization options.
Yeah, like more species or parts for that look like Infinite, which can be added via mods.
Yep. More faces, eyes.
You know what, there's one thing I wish.
Super.
One thing I wish, the option to shut off the vocals for Fist Bump. I hate Douglas Robb.
There was a mod that let you use like Team Fortress 2 cosmetics on your avatar.
Ooh! That actually sounds pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. I saw the OC running around wearing a ghastly gibbous.
Nice. If I get that, Cluster Chuck can have a cousin. Heavy Chuck.
Heavy Chuck.
I am heavy with Spawn Guy. So, for those that have seen footage of Boom Rise of Lyric, I'm not the only one that gets Rise of Lyric vibes in the second half of Arsenal Pyramid, right? This looks like an area ripped right out of Sonic Boom. Like, I know I'm not the only person that thinks this either, because the people at Brain Scratch Comms think this too.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get through that tunnel, that little vertical tunnel, just by doing nothing. You probably could.
I was about to say, I think you could. Because you notice, like, near the end of it, I clearly passed through lasers.
The lasers probably have some all hitboxes or something.
So I'll say this right now. I like the idea of the tag team. I do think it is good. It could have been done better, though.
Yeah. Sonic Forces could have been better.
Oh, I didn't notice that. The victory screen for tag team stages, I didn't notice, depending on what animation you give your avatar, Sonic will do a similar animation. I didn't notice that. Because Sonic's bowing here, and I've never seen him do it. Then again, that's because I always do the freaking Sonic Generations S-Rank animation.
Yeah, really kind of wish that the avatar customizer would be kind of like the MMORPGs, where you can like just put in that tiny little detail that you want.
It's like at that point we could actually make the freaking... You know, actually if we did that, you could put Shard from the Archie comics in there.
Probably.
And just so Will knows, no, I'm not talking about my Shard.
Yeah, I know.
Eggman's forces are scattering bombs
The Archie comics were weird with some of the designs. They gave Mecha Sonic a mouth.
Why?
I don't know. Well, it's the Mecha Sonic that becomes Shard, but like, just a robot Sonic character in general that's supposed to be a Metal Sonic. Having a mouth just is not right.
No.
That's like giving Mephiles a freaking Joker smile. And yes, I have seen fan art that does that. It's wrong.
That would look creepy.
It would, but at the same time, it's wrong. It's just wrong. And Mario
I mean, it'd be
fan,
fitting, but
Mario fan 04 is my music swap request. Honestly, I'm not even gonna start working on the requests until Bionicle Heroes is done.
you're not
Remember,
done with that yet?
guys, I started that in like March. It's June.
Yeah.
We're almost
You're not done
done with June, and I haven't finished Bionicle Heroes yet.
How much
And
do you
it's-
have?
After I clear Hakan's Volcano, which is only 2 more levels, I just gotta do Zaktan's Jungle and the final boss.
I didn't figure it'd be that long.
It's not. It's really... Bionicle Heroes is really not a long game. It's just, I do 1 level at a time. And that might have
Oh.
been what doomed the length so far, is that I'm doing 1 level at a time.
Oh yeah, a little off topic, but does anyone here or in chat, anyone watch the DuckTales reboot?
I
And
watched
what do
one
you think?
episode, I liked what I saw.
I don't even know what DuckTales is.
You don't even know what DuckTales is? Oh boy, I know what you're watching next time you come down. But to give Will some context, DuckTales was one of the shows from the Disney afternoon period. This was back when Toon Disney was still a thing.
I think the original was like 87, I believe.
Yeah, it's one of the most iconic shows, like Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I don't know if that's where they originated from, but I know that's why they're known.
Well, I know them three.
Yeah, if you know them 3 and Scrooge McDuck, you know the
Yeah.
main characters of DuckTales.
Yeah, I know Scrooge McDuck and Huey, Dewey, and Louie and all that.
Yeah, like, I've seen a few episodes of the original, I like it. I've seen the pilot episode of the reboot. Yeah, it does a good job. From what I saw. I don't know if the quality's decreased afterwards.
I think it's pretty good, and it also has a lot of references. You have no idea how many
Oh
references
yeah,
they
I saw some of the references on YouTube. One of them referenced another Disney show called, I think it was called Gummy Bears.
I don't remember that part, but yeah, they also reference Darkwing Duck. There's even an episode that's all about Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, I just remember one day in our English class, we have a girl in that class named Heather. And for the record, she's one of the people that saw Endgame but not Infinity War. Anyone that has done that, you're a heretic.
I ran all the way over here. And you have
And just suddenly in the class when everyone's talking about nostalgic shows, she just starts saying, Darkwing Duck. I was like, yes! Someone else knows it!
favorite color. You like long red blocks on the beach? What's the story?
It's
Yeah,
something else I gotta show you, Will.
The writers who made the DuckTales reboot are huge fans of Darkwing Duck. That's why there's so many references in there.
Sorry, but you've just got to share the secret of your power with me. I insist.
You're insisting.
Yeah, like with the reboots, them actually being, good now,
Yeah.
it makes me wonder, like, will we ever get a reboot of the Nicktoons? Not the shows from the Nicktoons, but the group, the Nicktoons. Like in the gaming world.
Maybe.
Actually, you know what I always wanted to see? I always wanted to see a Nicktoons themed show. Like a show about the Nicktoons Unite game. There's a lot of potential in that.
I would
Wait, are you
love
talking
that.
about OG Nicktoons?
I
Yeah,
would've
we're talking
loved-
like, we're talking Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, Danny
Phantom.
Phantom. And if we
Danny
did all of
Phantom,
them,
SpongeBob.
if we did all of them from the games, it'd pretty much just be the entirety of the 2000s era.
Yeah.
And the late 90s era.
Yeah.
Like, let's not forget, people, they actually put Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life in Nicktoons Unite 3, which was, like, maybe 15 years after the show got canceled. Like, just remember that. They actually remembered he existed.
Yeah.
When's that reboot? When's that freaking mini-movie coming out? I want to watch it.
Payback time at last.
Get back here, Infinite. Get back here, you Mephiles wannabe.
He could never even. He never even touched the ground Mephiles walked on.
How dare you stand where he stood?
I've actually been on Facebook a lot looking. People are saying that they want Mephiles back.
They can't do it, though, because, you know, that's one thing Sega actually has been consistent about is changes in the timeline. Because 06 got erased from existence.
I was about to say, isn't Mephiles, like, gone?
Yeah, he's gone. The only reason it's in Generations is because, technically, yes, the events of 06 did not happen. Eggman could still go back to before they blew out the Flame of Solaris, because that event still happened.
Yeah.
Technically. Time travel's fucking weird.
Yep.
That's the reason why Rick and Morty never touch it.
That's
It's
why
one thing I
didn't
think's
get involved
handled
once.
pretty... It's a thing I think is handled pretty well in Dragon Ball, because they actually find a way to get around paradoxes.
Just play Xenoverse, I'll get it.
No. That's like $60, no.
I actually own it if you want to play
That
it.
$60 is going to Mario Maker 2, damn it.
Mitch, I own the game.
I know, I don't want to play it. But yeah, like, their explanation for, like, getting around paradoxes is... It's exactly like the multiverse theory. Do one action, you create another universe where that didn't happen.
Yep.
Well, in Dragon
And if
Ball,
you-
it's not you create another universe, it's you create another timeline.
Yeah.
That's their excuse around paradoxes.
I gotta figure
And
out
that
the secret of his
that
power.
and if you actually go back in time and you whatever you did then you cannot do in the present.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. If someone from the future in Dragon Ball went back in time, they're not going back in time. They're just going to that period of time in another timeline.
Yep.
Like, they're not going
That's
back
why-
to their past.
Yeah, that's why whenever Trunks went back in the past, that's whenever they killed Android 17 and 18, they were still alive in Trunks' timeline. Or whenever they killed Cell. My bad.
Alright, Green Marble Hill.
Got to find Eggman quick.
I'm looking at Big Max Ethan's comment.
This area is still relatively undamaged.
Oh, yeah, I haven't
Enemy is
read it
inside.
yet.
That seems like somewhat of a throwback to Adventure 2.
Infinite Act 1. Sonic, you remind me of someone I hate. For the fear he gave me. For that, you will die. From fear. I am infinite. Well, I mean, it's... Congratulations, Big Max. You actually made Ethan a little bat... Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Congratulations, Big Max. You actually made the US version of Infinite a little badass.
The fact that Infinite's a free.
God dang! Alright, so the section I just died in, which will be on stream in about a minute,
Let's see.
because of the Classic Sonic Physics Tweak mod, I absolutely suck at a certain section in this.
You better be on your guard, son.
Because the Classic Sonic Physics improvement is basically speed caps raised a little higher, and jumping and moving in midair is a little bit better. Oh, and I think you
Yeah,
actually
you
slow
should.
down uphill. Like,
Yeah,
Not
the
used to
physics
it.
are a lot worse.
Yeah, but the improvement mod does make it better. Like, it makes it almost like Generations Classic Sonic.
You're not used to it.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah, exactly. I'm not used to it. I'm used to the shitty physics.
yeah, it's a pain in the ass when the modding community has to fix everything for them.
Oh!
Am I right, Bethesda?
Dang
fan?
it! I was on the last platform before that section ended, and I died. So here's what the Green Hill Zone Marble Zone mod changes. Textures, and the sand is now lava. That's it. Music is not different, because this technically is not a custom level. And speaking of which, let's say the mod I couldn't use for this. The mod what happened there? What the hell happened there? Anyways, the mod I could not use replaces Capital City and Metropolitan Highway. It turns it into Grand Metropolis from Sonic Heroes. But the way the modder did it is very weird. Act 2 of Grand Metropolis was in Capital City, which is Stage 16. Act 1 of Grand Metropolis was in Metropolitan Highway, which is Stage 23. So Act 1 was after Act 2, and it was a long ways after Act 2. God damn! And Mario Fan 04, well, given the fact, what console are you doing this on? Well, given the fact I'm using mods, and I had to worry about my browser, you know, pretty big chance, oh, given the fact I don't have an Elgato either, pretty massive chance it's on PC. Spin dash! Dang it! I'm holding down!
I wish console modding was more mainstream. I want people to enjoy what the PC community has been doing for years.
Well, modding consoles is possible. It's just very hard.
Yeah. There are some games that were from this generation that have, like, mod support added by the creators.
Yeah, Minecraft's one of them. Only, that isn't technically mods, though. Or it might be. I don't know how console modding works, other than it's very hard.
Console mods are hard to do.
Modding, you have to make sure that it works with the game without bogging down performance, since there's a hard cap on the hardware.
Well, with console, it's like, it's weird. Okay, so if say like you're doing like one that has characters, and you get to choose characters. If you mod a character in there, it replaces
that
a character.
Because you can't necessarily add code.
Yeah.
Hell, that's even with
replaces
PC
codes.
modding.
There are some games that let you just straight up add without replacing, but
yeah, like
there's
Minecraft.
Not a lot of games that do that,
Yeah.
though.
It's only certain games though. Like some of them will have this code, and some don't have that code. Depending on what mod you're using.
You know, I would just like to point out, we were talking about it earlier about how the Werehog should have been Knuckles. I actually did see a mod of Unleashed that turns the Werehog into Buff Knuckles.
I saw that.
I think I'm going backwards. Yeah, I just went backwards.
It's not Buff Knuckles, it's Buffles.
Yeah, I forgot. Buffles. It's made by a guy named Mel Pontro. He makes Jokax. Like, if you watch that, it's Buffles as the Werehog. But, like, in Cool Edge Day, the sleigh, for some reason, is Donkey Kong. Not a Donkey Kong sleigh. No, just straight Donkey Kong.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus. Knuckles the Were-Kidna.
I mean, that's basically what Buffles is.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I got 0 rings. And I'm sucking really hard. Oh, that was close. Give me... Okay. I got my rings. Got my onion rings. Okay, I'm good.
Oh yeah, I should be coming home sometime this weekend.
Okay, good. I'm not going to my dad's this weekend, which is against the plan I had, so... I better have hit a checkpoint before that section. Okay. I wasn't paying attention earlier. I did get a checkpoint after that section. Oh, thank God. Now I just gotta be raped by spikes even more. And yes, it's very painful.
This is Green Hill, right? Something is
You should be used to it by now.
You know what? I would just like to point out, I've never played a Mega Man game. But I know the joke everyone makes. Why isn't there a Spike Man? Well, I saw it in Mega Man 11. There just so happens to be a Spike Man. My patience is wearing thin. Yeah, my patience is wearing thin. We're not even doing Bow for Bikini Bottom yet.
That's bad.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. The next game we're doing after Sonic Forces is Bow for Bikini Bottom.
I might be there for that one.
100% run.
I'm actually gonna be at your house for that one.
Is this the original or rehydrated?
Well, Rehydrated ain't even going to be out by the time we get to that, so in honor of Rehydrated, it is going to be the original.
I see.
And as much as I've trashed him, if No Life lets me, I'll try to do a demo for his version of Rehydrated as well, as like a bonus episode. But that's if he lets me do it, because I've trashed him, like, a lot, for being an utter crybaby.
something is wrong.
Now, Will, would you like context for that?
No, I'm good.
Okay, even then you could probably find the messages on Discord anyway. But to give chat the context, so Will, I really shouldn't have asked you because you're getting it anyway. No Life 4, the creator of Bow for Bikini Bottom HD Rehydrated, the fan remake, got salty at THQ Nordic for quote-unquote stealing his idea for the name, mechanics, and content. I called him out on Twitter for being a crybaby. And I said this as my reasons for calling him out. 1, what other name could they have picked for a Bow for Bikini Bottom remake? Because Rehydrated is going to be the first thing you think of. 2, he got salty at them adding the unused content. Given the fact the Crash remake added unused content, chances are they were probably going to do that anyway. Called them out for saying they stole the multiplayer gimmick. I just told them, hey, you know what, that might have been something they actually stole. Because the original didn't have multiplayer, and I don't think anybody was really asking for multiplayer.
That game will be clustered hell.
I think it's only 2-player. Well, I know, it's most likely going to be 2-player, because there's only 3 playable characters in the game. Unless they add Squidward because of the robot Squidward boss fight.
Yeah. I'm about to say, what am I talking
But,
about? That's already clustered hell.
But, they have confirmed both local and online multiplayer. So for me and Will, we're happy we're getting local multiplayer. Not so much online, because I don't really give a shit about online, and Will just outright hates it.
I don't like online play.
But for those that like online multiplayer, congratulations!
The world will be nothing but ashes, from which a glorious Eggman Empire will rise.
And the resistance.
And like someone else called him out on Twitter, same post I did actually. Well, no, not the same one. The most recent one he did, calling, being salty about it. Someone said that he shouldn't be complaining about stealing because Or like how it's against copyright laws when THQ always had the rights to Battle for Bikini Bottom, so technically he stole from them. I'm like, this man, he's my best friend now. Sorry, Will.
I was about to say, that's like... Yeah.
Like, if you guys look at the Twitter post, which you can do by going to @NoLife4YT, stands for YouTube, you'll see the post better. Oh my god. I died at the Green Hill Zone boss fight.
Wow.
I need to go kill myself.
I'm sorry, what?
I died at the Green Hill Zone boss fight. Not the Egg Dragoon part, the Wrecking Saw part. I must go commit suicide. No, my rings! Ah! No! Okay, tried to do a spin jump, didn't work. Okay, on to Egg Dragoon Mark II. And because I am a frickin' nerd with this sort of stuff, everybody says the model is no different than what it is in Generations. People that say that are not entirely wrong. But, believe it or not, there actually is a difference. The color of the energy in the wings is not blue, it's red. Hey, Mario Fan 04, hey Koopa, how come Sonic Forces is so bad?
Yes.
Can't answer that.
It's not really bad per se, but it's not really good either.
It's like Lost
It's not-
World. It's like Lost
It's not
World, it's
the
mediocre.
best Sonic game. It's not the best Sonic game.
It just exists, like Johnny said. It's just there.
Wow, not one of those projectiles hit him.
I think Forces is just like, okay, here you go, like it or not.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
you guys like Generations? We're gonna give you the discount version. Made by Video Ben Credo.
It's fun at first, but when you do a second playthrough, it's boring as hell.
Even on my first playthrough is boring as hell.
Just beat everything and then you're done. Nothing
Yeah, it's sad for me to say this is my 6th time playing Sonic Forces. That
So
is
you
a
see, the first time,
that is a very
the first
sad
time-
thing for me to say.
well, the first time that you play a game that has a story, you play it for the story.
Yeah.
And then the rest, you just play it for whatever the fuck you want to do.
Well, see, for Sonic, I play it for the levels.
Yeah.
I'm not Rob. I don't play Sonic for the story.
Well, you can't play Sonic for the story.
Well, but you can play Adventure 1, 2, and maybe 06 for the story.
And Heroes.
No.
I play Heroes.
See, you can't play Sonic for the story because Sega doesn't really seem to care about story.
Or never really have, for that matter. Like,
Yeah.
Adventure and Adventure 2, there was attempts, but those attempts were messes.
Well, it was better than nothing, which
Yeah.
at this point, they're currently doing nothing.
And you know what? Let's just say right now, before this came out, Sonic Mania, a game made by an entirely different development team,
Christian Whitehead.
did a lot better than Sonic Forces. Team Sonic Racing, made by a different studio. That was not Sonic Team, just like Sonic Mania. Did a lot better than Sonic Forces. Let that tell you something!
Yeah, Sonic Team just doesn't have the... They don't know what they're doing anymore. The fans are better off doing it.
And even then, with the current staff we have at Sonic Team, this still could have been a good game. Oh, my internet just... Oh no. Oh no. Oh
Did
no.
it just...
My
say
internet...
fuck you?
Yeah, my internet was being dumb for a second. But yeah, like, even with the current Sonic Team staff, it could have worked, because, like, not very shocking here, barely any of Sonic Team actually worked on this game. There is literally 3 level designers.
Okay, this is a little off topic of Sonic Team Racing, but who would actually like to see Neo and Metal Sonic come back?
Who?
Neo and Metal Sonic?
I think a lot of people would like to see Neo Metal Sonic come back.
It's like the best badass looking one there is.
Mario Fan 04, hey Koopa, I just bought a Shrek game for the Game Boy Color called Shrek Fairy Tale Freakdown, and believe it or not, I liked it. Well, I have not played that, so I can't say if I disagree with you or not.
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. You know what they say, the anticipation of the end is worse than the end itself. Maybe not in this case, though.
You know, though, another thing to give Sonic Forces credit for, I do think some of the cutscenes are funny. Like the one that just happened, which is about to come up on stream. Eggman has to freaking pull a thing in the Eggmobile to get it running like a freaking lawnmower.
Oh, it got a pull cord?
Yeah. I saw that my first time, I was like, okay, that's actually freaking hilarious. Alright, let's add more stuff on Cluster Chuck. Maybe. I think I'm actually good.
Hey, I just realized something.
What?
What if the people that made Detective Pikachu made the Sonic movie?
Well, judging by how Detective Pikachu did, I'd guarantee you'd be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
So, speaking of movies, I actually didn't say this on the Discord because I didn't really think it was worth talking about until I found out what it was. How many people are aware of the Banana Splits movie, based on the old Hanna-Barbera show, Banana Splits? From what I saw on TV, Banana Splits, the show, is basically a TV show. Like, what if the Chuck E. Cheese band got a TV show? And they were the characters, but they weren't, like, they weren't animatronics, they were the actual characters. Well, it was just guys in suits, for the record, which is actually very weird for Hanna-Barbera. Considering they're all, you know, 2D animation with the budget of a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, the movie for, of all things, Banana Splits got made. I was watching the trailer, and I was like, oh, I wasn't anything of it. And I just put it on for background noise, so I really didn't think anything of it. They just turned them into, well, a Chuck E. Cheese band. Animatronics and all. Then I watched the trailer again and noticed they had endoskeletons. And then I remembered myself, wait a minute. This is being distributed by Warner Brothers, who used to have the rights to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And had some of the footage done. Yeah, I think you know where I'm going with that, Will. And boy, oh boy, I'll say right now, it's a very good thing Scott Cawthon left Warner Brothers. Because that movie looks like shit. The acting is so bad. Like, it's not even cheesy, it's just bad.
This?
No, the Banana Splits movie that's coming out. The movie that was the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
See.
Of course, I actually did find out what company they went to afterwards, and now my fate's not much higher for the movie. The VR game that came out, it used to have Easter eggs relating to the movie in it, but it got patched out due to legal issues. The people in charge of the movie, though, they never got taken out of the credits of the VR game. It's being made by Lionsgate. Here's why that makes me worried. They make all the Barbie movies and the Norm of the North movies.
Yeah.
And by the way, there's a third one of those now. I knew about the second one. I literally just found the third one in a Walmart. So, like, I had Fate for that movie. Then I saw what it was going to be under Warner Brothers. I'm like, oh god, good thing they left. But now I know the company that's making it, and I have no Fate. Well, actually, no, I have some Fate, because I knew the company that actually did go right to when they left Warner Brothers. And it wasn't Lionsgate, it was a company called Blue Core Studios. And Sonic and Mega Man fans may know who they are. They're the YouTube studio group who made the fan-made live-action Sonic movie. The 30-minute one that got Jill White back. The one nobody likes. And don't worry, Will, when you come down, I'm showing you that too. Yeah, in terms of content, well, I'm gonna make you suffer, and I'm gonna make sure you have a good time.
So, in your opinion, if they do go through, which they are, do you think it's going to be a horror movie?
It'll
Or
have
just a
to
normal
be.
movie? Yeah, that's what I was.
It'll have to be, because remember, the
Horror
genre, like the genre of Five Nights at Freddy's is supposed to be horror.
Yeah.
But eventually it just sort of evolved into horror comedy.
Yeah.
So if they aren't making it a horror movie, then they're gonna make it a horror comedy movie like Medea Halloween or Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Or actually more specifically, Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I was about to say, the Evil Dead movies were never meant to be horror comedy.
No.
They're just comedy because they're all gloriously bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Big Max Ethan's comment about the situation pretty much summarizes my thoughts. FNAF movie, coming soon. Banana Splits movie, hold my beer. That's pretty much the situation. So, speaking of movies, the Sonic movie has actually earned a little bit of my respect as a Sonic fan back.
Besides Jim Carrey.
No, other than Jim Carrey. They actually did listen to the fans and are redesigning Sonic. But now I realize how gullible the fan base can be. There was a video that got released a while ago saying the redesign got leaked. It didn't, for the record. It was just the title that was a little bit clickbaity.
Yeah.
And the design was like, whew! Yikes. Like, if you thought the design from the first trailer was bad, like this fan-made design, which was, I think, made to mock the movie design. You know the blue people from Avatar?
Yeah.
Just literally take one of those, put a blue muscle suit on, give them white gloves, shoes that vaguely resemble Sonic, and give them Sonic spikes. That's what the fan-made design was. And people thought, just because of the name of the video, that it was the official redesign.
Wow.
And that also proved to me those people did not watch the video, because the guy said in the video, it was a fan-made design from Reddit and Instagram. I'm like, wow, you guys are gullible.
Wow. I did see this one fan-made thing on Facebook. It actually looked like Sonic.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were doing when just the poster alone got shown. Can we just say right now, though, before they announced the redesign, can we just agree that the design they picked actually wasn't that bad?
Well, the last one they did wasn't.
Yeah, like the one they have in the only trailer we have. Like, I think it's actually not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
bad.
not good. It ain't mediocre either. Like, it is bad, but it's not that bad.
The eyes are kind of creepy, though.
Yeah, like, the head's fine. Like, in
The body-
motion. The body is not. That was my only problem.
He's not well, it's hard to explain because his body's way too long.
But yet it's short. It's literally just a human body with a Sonic head.
Yeah.
And Mario Fan 04, yes, I did hear the movie got delayed. That makes it the 6th time this movie has been delayed.
Probably because of the redesign.
Yeah, and that's literally the only reason this time, because of the redesign. It's now coming out in February of 2020.
Oh boy, our senior year.
Our last semester of our senior year.
Yeah.
Originally it was gonna come out in the year it got announced, which was, it was gonna come out in 2016 at first, then it got delayed to 2017, then it got delayed till 2018, then it finally
now
went to
2020.
2019 in July, but then they didn't show a single trailer.
Yeah.
So until like 2 months before July, then they realized, wait a minute, we can't release this movie in July because we just made the first trailer.
Yeah.
So then they delayed it to November of 2019. Well, now they gotta redesign Sonic. So they delayed it to February next year.
Yep.
This movie is going through some troubles. I still have, Robert doesn't have any faith in it just because of the... Actually, he has a little faith now because they're redesigning Sonic. It's like I saw a tweet of him saying that he's now on board with the movie, even if the writing's bad. I'm like, wow, is this really Rob?
I will say this, I did see the trailer. Honestly, it looks pretty funny.
Oh yeah, it does look funny. Because, here's why I had faith in the movie. It's being directed by the guy who directed both of the Deadpool movies.
Are you serious?
Which are absolutely hilarious and very good movies.
Yeah.
So, that director also never goes back on his word, so that's why we're getting the redesign.
Yeah.
That's why it's official, the redesign's happening. Because he said, we're gonna redesign him.
Mm-hmm.
Big Max Ethan's channel. You know there are some edits of Movie Sonic being female with tits. No joke.
Yes.
I don't know why you're surprised by that, guys. That's Rule 63. That happens to every franchise, even Five Nights at Freddy's.
Right.
You know what, though? I'm gonna be the odd man out. I would much rather have Rule 63 than Rule 34.
Yes. Always.
Because, don't get me wrong. Every man needs a good wank. But not when it's a cartoon character that you grew up with.
No. Even though I'm pretty sure as soon as it comes out, 34 is going to apply.
Yeah, rather not at all. Plus, yeah, they just go way too far.
That's why I respect the Bionicle fan bases, because, yeah, it has the cancerous side, but it's like the direct opposite of Undertale's fan base. Because in Undertale's fan base, most of it is the cancerous side.
I was so worried.
But Bionicle's fan base, both generations,
I'm perfectly fine.
the cancerous fan base, like the cancer side, you actually have to look for.
Good news is
Yeah.
you're safe.
And like, how many fan bases can you say that to? That you actually have to look for the cancerous side.
Well, a lot can happen in that time.
Not that many.
Yeah, not that many. Exactly. So that's why I just outright respect the Bionicle fan base. And if you're getting sick of cancerous fans, it's probably the fan base you should join.
I don't know much about Bionicles, but I know enough to get me somewhere.
Yeah, like, I tried to get Rob on board, but you know him. You know him. The story has to be nearly
Yeah.
perfect to satisfy his thirst.
Yep.
Alright, on to Sunset Heights, or as I call it, Park Avenue again.
Whatever.
Alright, actually, we're almost at our 2 hour mark, so after the 2 minutes of Sunset Heights, we're gonna call it a day for the live stream. So yeah, I'll just say right now, I don't like the city level. Like, Sunset Heights is my favorite city level, but pretty much all of the city levels, except Ghost Town, share almost the exact same level design.
Oh no, they made a battle royale with Super Mario Brothers.
Oh
I'm
no,
mad.
did they actually? Really? What is it?
They call it Mario Royale.
Is it free? Because if it's free, I'll play it and see if it's good.
I have no idea. Yeah, you probably have to check out Vinny about it.
Well, if it's actually good, then I can recommend it, but you know how most battle royales are, they're usually not very good. And even then, we don't need a Mario battle royale because we already have one. It's called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah.
And I said this on the Super Mario 64 live stream, I'll say it again. Piranha Plant is legitimately a very good fighter. All of his hits are so powerful.
Do they have any more DLC?
Yeah, the DLC we had, the DLC we have so far, some is out, some is not, is in order: Piranha Plant, just the fighter,
Yeah.
Joker from Persona 5, including a level, Hero from Dragon's Quest, which is, that's the character we can technically say the creator of Dragon Ball has involvement with Smash now. And like I told you, Will, the design of the main costume of Hero is literally just Android 17 and Warrior outfit.
Okay.
Like, I'll send you a picture of it. It's literally just Android 20. It's literally Android 17.
Okay.
And the one we're getting that actually pleased a lot of fans from the 90s. Banjo-Kazooie is getting added to Smash
Oh yeah,
Brothers.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that one.
Like, I gotta send you the freaking reaction to Banjo getting announced, because I like watching audience reactions for stuff like that, because, you know, just watching an audience reaction of something that would please a lot of people, that's very satisfying.
Shadow, what's the deal?
Yeah.
There's something from Banjo-Kazooie called a Jiggy,
Yeah.
which is, actually, that might not be what I'm thinking. Might be. I don't know what the puzzle pieces in Banjo-Kazooie are called, but they're basically the Power Stars from Mario Brothers.
How?
Yeah.
Well, the reveal starts in Donkey Kong's house, with K. Rool there. And they did that because both Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo are made by the same company.
Mhm.
The puzzle piece just bounces on the floor and everyone loses their shit. And I'm like, wow, that is a dedicated fan base.
After fight, he can just.
And I always tell myself, I want to be in a fan reveal just like that. Alright, Sunset Heights is done. We're officially halfway through the game. Not counting Episode Shadow, which we already did. I know the stream has not lasted for 2 hours, but we're calling it here for the live stream. I hope you all enjoyed. Big Max Ethan, I don't like shooting down your hopes, man, but if Sans does get added, it ain't gonna be in Smash Ultimate.
Who?
Sans from Undertale. So, and let me explain why. Everyone has always wanted a indie game rep, like a representative for indie games.
Yeah.
To be in Smash Brothers, because we have a rep for third party, we have a rep for Sega, we have quite a few reps for Capcom. Where's the indie games?
Mm-hmm.
I hate to shoot your hopes down, Big Max, but if any indie character is getting added first, it's gonna be Steve from Minecraft, because Minecraft is the reason why indie games are known. We gotta be honest with that. So if Sans does get added, I'll tell you right now, it ain't gonna be before Steve. Though I still want that day to happen, because that would be freaking awesome.
Considering what we've already saw of the fan made.
Yeah, and if, like, I want to see him in Smash, because, to describe it to you, Will, name a very, like, okay, actually, don't do this. Sans is, picture this in your head. The lazy character of a franchise. Like, every franchise has the lazy character.
Yeah.
Except this lazy character is the most powerful character in the whole game. And can be downright menacing and is a badass.
Beerus.
Yeah. Only his lazy appearance shows. Alright then, I hope you all enjoyed this stream summer. We will continue Sonic Forces next Monday. So see you all then. Take care.